Psychodrama is a form of psychotherapy which engages body, mind and soul. The word psychodrama comes from the word psyche for psycho, while the word drama means to put into action. It's all about putting what is in your mind, your heart, your soul into action. It goes beyond talk therapy. Most therapy styles are about sitting in this couch or a chair and you and your client are talking. You might, do some discussion or whatever, but there's very little moving. I see clients for one-to-one therapy and I have props. I have a space where they can move. So psychodrama is about getting out of your chair, maybe placing a chair out for someone. Maybe it is about even drawing the roles between you and someone else and relationships. But the difference between psychodrama and say CBT is that there is an element of what we call action, number one. There's also an element of putting things out, concretization. So you see what you're thinking, what you're feeling, you actually put it all out on the stage. The range for what psychodrama is used today can go from people with psychosis all the way to using it to help people role train for life. Seeing people becoming more alive and becoming more open and kind of more relaxed, more spontaneous. It was a form of psychotherapy that involved all the elements that I love. Moving around, acting, drama, imagination, being just spontaneous and creative, and this whole thing of you never know what's going to happen, but getting creative on the spot. And I was just fascinated, and I want to do this. Seeing people kind of open up, seeing lives change, new roles develop, people moving from being really shy and introverted to coming out to becoming another part of themselves coming forward. I always loved that. My vision for psychodrama is to have more people have access to it, to eventually start a certification process here in Singapore so that more people can be trained properly and have a proper handle on the theory and foundations of what it is about as a method, and it can be used more effectively and more responsibly because it is a powerful method. And a lot can be opened up, and knowing how to then bring it back together, that is really the skill part. And of course then to also make psychodrama accessible to more people so that our society starts getting, well, we already are, but giving people more access to groups where they can find support, a place where they can work on issues and change what they want to change, not what I think they should change, because it is all about the individual and what they want.
When we stepped onto the stage as the role of the protagonist, it felt uncomfortable initially. Seeing the walls that I took great efforts to put around me crumble down just like that, especially around faces that I wasn't so familiar with. As the protagonist, I needed to reenact past experiences and put out my true feelings to the person in front of me. By doing so, I was able to gain deeper insights into my feelings and emotions. Additionally, the use of the technique role reversal allowed me to move out of my position into another position and enact the role. This helped me to feel and connect deeper with the other role. Furthermore, having an audience act as a double and saying my thoughts on my behalf helped me to alleviate some of my emotions that I was unable to put into words. After the stage ended, we were invited to share our final thoughts. After hearing our stories, the audiences shared their own vulnerabilities. It made us feel integrated and more comforted, knowing that there are people who empathize with us and that we are not alone.